Hi, my name is Pat Finn, and I apologize for not being able to be with you guys in person, or on Zoom at least. I was tapped to do a movie in Arizona for the next few weeks, so I will be on set, and I didn't know my availability. So in lieu of that, Dan had asked if I could perhaps reach out and do a video like an hour and a half. So I said, yeah, not a problem. I'm union, so the pay is incredible. I'm kidding. Just a kind of an overview on me. I went to Marquette. Graduated '87. Chris Farley and I were best friends. We played in the rugby team together, went down to Chicago, and that's kind of where improv took off for us. And we learned about Second City and Improv Olympic and met this incredible group of people. The thing about improv now is we were doing it, it was like in boutique bars and back rooms and things like that. And it wasn't really mainstream by any means. And now pretty much every high school, every college has an improv team. Which is great. Tall, short, black, white, agnostic, Catholic, Jew, it doesn't matter. Everybody's included because everybody's playing by the same rules. And it's just an agreement-based form, which is, it's funny, I always say that somewhere along the line, adults lose the idea of improvisation, which is basically giving up your idea or having you feel that you're the server to the scene. And in turn, if that's true, then they're a server for you. So improvisation now is pretty mainstream. Obviously you can see Whose Line and things like that, but now people are finding out how applicable it is actually to the business world and to the healthcare industry, and there really isn't anybody it can't help teaching. I actually teach a course at Boulder, Colorado Boulder, and I'm actually teaching a course at Marquette next fall on improvisation. One of the things about improvisation that's really cool is it's kind of Jesuit-like in the sense that it's very give back. The main tenets of improvisation, I think everybody knows, is yes and. That's kind of the thing. So if you say, here we are in this big elevator, you don't say we're in Germany. You say yes, and I think it's great that it's so big that it has a petting zoo. That's where the meat is, where the fun is. And I think people like it because they're not used to seeing people agree. And when you agree to things, then there's creativity. There's trust. If you're in a boardroom and you say an idea and it gets shot down, you're a clam. But if it gets accepted and elevated, well, you're like, okay, this is a safe place. And then things start to happen. The other thing about improvisation, which is, by the way, being taught at MIT, Stanford, Harvard, you can't graduate Duke Business without taking 2 weeks of improvisation. So it's really cool. People are finding out the benefits of it, which we knew all along just because we've been doing it for so long in improvisation. The one thing that I love about improvisation that hits me the deepest is your job is to make the other person look good. And in turn, if that's the case, then that's the same for them. And that's where the agreeability, the building of ideas, building of trust, the listening, that's where all that grows and flourishes, which is the same as growing, but a fancier word. But that's where it's cool. I'll tell you a quick story, and this is really name dropping, and I hate to name drop, but De Niro told me that. I was lucky enough to be in a show called Seinfeld. And on the show was Julia Louis-Dreyfus and the cast, and they were all fantastic. The director, who I knew, said, hey, in this scene, try to make Jerry laugh. And I said, sure. So I just kind of did this bit with my hands like this. Basically, I was thinking of the people on the tarmac at an airport, just always moving people around. So I did it and got a laugh from Jerry, which was amazing. And then we're about to do it for the audience. We do a run through. And I didn't do it. And Jerry and the director are like, hey, Pat, where's this stuff? I go, I was just trying to make you laugh. And he goes, you did, yeah. How about making everyone laugh? And I was like, really? And they said, yeah. And I was like, wow. And it felt so safe and so comfortable that if they weren't kind, nice, and open, I probably wouldn't have had the guts to do something. The reason I bring up the story is because right before the scene, Julia Louis-Dreyfus came up and said, Pat, show me what you're doing with your hands, because I'm in the scene before you. And I was sure, and I showed it to her. So we're shooting now, and Julia's in the diner, and she's with Jason, and they're doing a scene. And she goes, oh, I can't stand, I have dogs, by the way. I can't stand going to Joe Mayo's party. That was my character's name. Because pickles. She's deaf and blind. And we're watching her for a friend for 2 weeks that turned out to be 4 months. COVID. But so Julia said, oh, I hate going to Joe Mayo's parties because he's always like, could you do this and do that for me? She didn't get much of a laugh on it. I mean, just got some because it was just silly, but certainly didn't get a powerful laugh. But then when I did it, it was a callback to what she did. So she set me up like a setter in volleyball. And then I was able to spike it because she gave me that opportunity. And it went really well. And then I remembered, where's Julia from? Oh, that's right. She's from Second City. She makes the other person look good. That's where the magic happens. And that's where improvisation is really cool. I hope some of this helps. I think it's an amazing teamwork-oriented concept because it just teaches you to accept other people's ideas. And literally in the classes I've had, I've talked to businesses all around the country, just doing that, people have called me or texted and say, wow, our meetings are going so much better because everyone's kind of accepting ideas and they're complimenting people. And I might take that idea and even run with it higher up the flagpole and then somebody else takes it. That's where it's cool. Everything's not going to be perfect. You're not going to have, amazing things every time, but with the concept of listening, adapting, heightening, right? Then you're creating a constant atmosphere where creativity and trust flow. And that's pretty cool. But then again, that's improvisation. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Again, I'm sorry I can't be with you. Hopefully, I know a bunch of you, so hello to all you guys. And it's been fun watching Marquette in the season, which is pretty cool that we got this going. So ring out Ahoya and be safe and well and take care. Bye-bye.